The Party by Paul Lawrence Dunbar. They had a great big party down at Tom's the other night. Was I there? You bet. Never in my life have I seen such a sight. All the folks from 4 plantations was invited, and they come running thick as chillin' when they hears the fifing drum. Everybody dressed their fines. Hush your mouth and get away. I ain't seen such fancy dressing since the last quarterly meeting day. The girls was all dressed in silks and satin, nary a wrinkle, nary a crease. Eyes batting, teeth shining, hair pulled back, slick as grease. The skirts was all tucked and puffing, ruffled, every blessed seam a stitch. Now, if you'd have seen them with their misters, you couldn't have swear which was which. The guys was all dressed in Prince Albert, swaddle a tail that'll take your breath. I can't tell you nothing about it. You ought to seen it for yourself. Who was there? Now, who you asking? How you expect I want to know? You must have think I stood and counted everybody at the door. But old man Bubba's houseboy Isaac brung that girl Melinda Jane. Her was hanging his elbow, him was strutting with a cane. My, but Harvey Jones was jealous, seemed to stick him like a thorn. But he laughed with Vinnie Carter, trying hard to not let on. But a person would have noticed from the direction of his look that he was watching every step that Ike and Lindy took. Ike, he found a chair and asked her, "Won't you sit down?" With a smile, and she answered up a bow, and "Oh, I reckon ain't worth my while." Now that was just for style, I reckon, cause she sat down just the same, and she sat right there till he fetched her for to join some sort of game. Then I heard her saying proper, and she rise to go away. "Oh, you really must excuse me, cause I hardly cares to play." Then I seen her in a minute with the others on the floor, and it wasn't any one of them a playing anymore. They come down that hour bowing and a swaying and a swinging, putting on their high-tone manners all the time while they were singing, "Swing Johnny up and down, swing 'em all around, swing Johnny up and down, so fare you well, my darling." Now I had that laugh at old man Thompson. He's a caution now, you bet. He hitting close on to 100. But he's spry and nimble yet. He let out a sort of giggle. "I ain't old, I'll let y'all see. Ain't no need in getting feeble. You youngsters just watch me." Then he grabs old Aunt Maria. She weighs close to 300 more or less. And he swung her around that cabin singing Johnny like the rest. Everybody laughed and hollered, "Get it swinging, Uncle Jim." And he swung her too, I reckon, like a youngster who but him. Now, I had to laugh at old Scott Thompson, trying to be so awful smart. You know, they get to singing and they come to that part. "In some lady's new brick house, in some lady's garden. If you don't let me out, I will jump out, so fare you well, my darling." And then they supposed to make a circle around you and you got to break the line. Well, this boy was so anxious trying, he let about bust himself up trying. Kept on blundering round and fooling till he gave it one great big jump. He broke them line, mind you, and lit head foremost in the fireplace right plump. Had a fire in it, mind you. Great God, I thought my soul I'd bust. I tried my best to keep from laughing, but it seemed like die I must, because he surely made a picture, and a funny one to boot, with his clothes all full of ashes and his face all full of soot. You ought to seen that doctor scramble from the ashes and the grime. Did it burn him? Such a question. Why, he didn't get in time. He throwed them ashes and them cinders every which way, I guess, and you never in your life clapped your eyes on such a mess. He liked to stop the party, and I reckon like it not, hadn't Tom's wife Mandy didn't come up on the spot to invite us out to supper. Well, we scrambled to the table. Ooh, I'd like to tell you about what we had. I just ain't able. Well, I'll mention a few things though, but I reckon I had an order, because I know it's going to start you to hankering and your mouth going to commence to water. We had wheat bread white as cotton, eggs pwned just like gold, hog jowls boiling hot, roasted short, and ham sliced cold. Look out there. What's the matter with you? Don't be falling on the floor. If I'm going to affect you that way, I ain't going to tell you nothing more. There now we had hot chitlins. Now you trying to get in the fall. You can't stand to hear about it. Suppose you'd have been there and seen it all. Seen that great big sweet potato, lying by that possum side, seen that coon and all of his gravy, whew, I'd reckon you just up and died. And then Mandy come out the kitchen, she'd say, y'all gonna excuse me, it wasn't much upon my shelf. I tried my best to suit you. Y'all gonna help yourselves. Then Tom say, Mandy, ain't no need in apologizing and professing. Let them take it like they catch it. Elder Thompson asked the blessing. Now y'all ought to see this colored preacher clear his throat and bow his head, one eye shut and one eye open. This is exactly what he said. Lord, look down on such generous eats as these. Make us ever truly grateful. Pass that possum if you please. Well, we ate and we drank our potion till it wasn't nothing left. Whoa, we felt just like new sausage. We was most not stuffed to death. Tom knew how we'd be feeling, and he had that fiddle around, and he made us clear the cabin for to dance that supper down. Jim the fiddler tuned his fiddle. He put some rosin on the bow, set a pine box on the table, mounted it, and then he let it go. He's a fiddler now, I tell you, and he made that fiddle ring till the oldest and the lamest have to give their foots a fling. Jigs, cotillion, reels, a breakdown, even a waltz or two, man, that music waned them. Them people like the flu. Cripple Joe, the old rheumatic, he danced that flow from side to middle. He took both his crutches and throwed them and said, what's rheumatics against a fiddle? Elder Thompson got so happy. He liked to lost his grace. He had to take both feet and hold them just to keep them in their place. Oh, and the Christians and the sinners got so mixed up on the floor. I don't see how they would have parted if the trump would have chanced to blow. And we laughed and we partied in the most ridiculous way till the rooster in the barnyard cleared his throats and crowed for day. Y'all have been there, I tell you. Everything was just fit and prime. I can't tell you nothing about it. We just had one scrumptious time.